Is it possible that you can go through a full day without using any words, spoken or just in your head? Not because you can't, but simply because you choose not to. Can you do that? Most of us, we rely on language every second to plan, judge someone, or judge yourself, to remember, or just to fill the silence. But what happens when you drop it completely for a few days? So today I want to talk about this particular hidden power of silence. Not just the outer silence, but stepping away from the language altogether for some time. If you can do it for days, if not for at least a minute in a day, this can change how you experience the rest of your life. And I am not exaggerating it here. Now let's start with something basic. Language is a tool that we learned early on. It helps us communicate with others, talking to your family, giving instructions at work, explaining ideas. It is clear language is needed, but inside our own heads, we use language even when no one else is around. We narrate what we are doing, comment on how we feel, argue with ourselves about the small decisions. That's the inner speech most people run all day. Now, think about everyday tasks you already do without words. Brushing your teeth. Now, do you really think, now put toothpaste on brush, now brush in circles and whatnot? You just do it. You don't need words for action. You need an intention, which is very different from thoughts, but you don't necessarily have to narrate yourself every time. And even same with walking. Your legs know the rhythm without you saying left foot, right foot. You just walk. Or driving a familiar route, your attention stays on the road, the signs, the feel of the wheel. You can sense the vibrations of your car without a constant verbal instructions. Now these examples, they show something quite important. That is, once a skill is learned, the body and senses can handle it directly. Words are extra. Words do come, but they often come in later if something goes wrong or if we want to remember it for later. But in the moment, you are in pure perception, seeing, feeling, moving, and all of this works fine on its own, and you don't need to have a meta thought about these actions. So when you remove the words, your attention has nowhere else to go. It stays fully with what you are actually doing. Now that makes actions cleaner and more direct. You start noticing details which you usually miss because your mind was busy talking. So the task itself, it becomes the whole experience, a more intimate, satisfying experience when there is no narration. Now this is not about stopping your thought forever. It is more about seeing that the words which keep running in your head are not required for most of living. Now let's go a step further. Most of our inner talking, it carries a sense of me. You can say, I like this, I don't want that, I should be better, this happened to me. Now all these voices, it builds and defends an idea of who we are. So it is what people call ego, not in a bad way, just the habit of centering everything around the sense of I, the false sense of I. So when you stop this verbal stream, even for a short time, the constant I, that referential point of I, egoic I, it quiets down. Of course, you don't disappear, you still exist, but the experience, as I said, it changes. Things just happen. Your sights, sounds, sensations, without the added layer of labeling or judging them. A cup of tea, when you drink, you sense it, the warmth, how hot it is, the smoothness on your tongue when you swallow it, the fragrance of tea. All of this becomes more vivid and the quality is up by significant amount. No story about I need this tea or coffee to wake up in the morning. No, this is my brand. All this nonsense narration that goes away. Just the simple experience of drinking the tea. This is what I mean by pure perception. Your attention invests completely in what is here now. No splitting between the action and the commentary of it. Many people notice that this shift brings a sense of calm. Stress from overthinking eases because there is less to argue within your head. This also makes room for something else to come. Without a filter of words, you see more clearly how everything connects. Your breath, the air, the room, other people. So now this is not mystical. Listening to it might sound mystical, but it is not. It is the most natural experience a human can have when you are relaxed and present. It is practical. This direct contact with your surrounding and yourself is what makes human life feel truly worthwhile. Being fully here instead of lost in mental talk. And the best part, you don't need special conditions. You can test this in normal daily life. So how do you actually do this? Start small so it feels doable for you. Don't jump to a full day right away. Begin with 1 minute. Set a timer. For that 1 minute, do something very ordinary like walking, eating, washing dishes. But do these activities without any words in your head. If a thought comes, notice it gently and let it pass. Return to just feeling the action. Now do this few times a day. When that feels okay, you can extend it to 5 minutes and then 10 and build up more days or weeks for a longer period. Choose a low communication day, maybe a weekend or a day off work where your interaction with people has gone down. And when you are at home, you can inform the close people ahead if needed so they don't worry why you are talking less. Use notes, gestures, or smiles for basic communication. Avoid phone calls, text, social media, anything verbal, text or sound. Both you can avoid it. Focus on intention instead of words. So before an action, as I mentioned earlier, intention is needed. Words are optional. So before an action, hold a quiet sense of what you want. That intention will guide your action without sentence. If there is an urge to talk to yourself comes up, let it express, let it fade away, don't fight it. After it goes down, observe your breath and return to the body. Most people find the first hours hardest. Your mind wants to fill the silence with a lot of words because of the habit, because of the momentum which you have from the society. So the morning hours can be difficult to implement, but once you have practiced sufficient enough, you can do it in the afternoon and then extend to few days, 2 days, 3 days, and start communicating with people more consciously only when needed. And almost it's not possible to have zero self-talk. It's not a bad thing to have a self-talk, but you need to be conscious about the voices in your head so the mind gets used to resting without constant verbal support. Alright, to finish, let's do a short practice together right now. Sit comfortably, your spine erect. Don't stress too much. Comfortably erect spine. Close your eyes. Let's do 2 minutes of breathing practice. The first 1 minute, we will follow a breathing pattern of 4-2-4-2. That is, you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 2 seconds. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Now let us shift to 4-4-4-4 breathing, a 4 square breathing where you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4, and again hold for 4. Keep it smooth and even. Feel the breath move in the body without adding words. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, Hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Now continue to breathe normally. Let it slowly fade into the background and follow my instructions for the next couple of minutes. Let any thoughts or words appear, don't push them away, but don't follow them into stories. Notice how they sound like echoes in the mind. It's a quality because it is not a solid sound, it is very silent. There is an intention for the word to come out, but it only stays in your tongue region or in your throat. It doesn't go beyond that. So, this is how you observe a thought. Physiologically, there is some actuation within the region of your throat and tongue, but it does not actualize into further motion. You observe this subtle movement within your body. And when there is no thought, let attention rest back on the breath or this plain feeling of just being here. If words try to describe the moment, this is calm, my back hurts. See them as just more sounds passing through the space of awareness. Return to direct sensation, the weight on the seat, air on skin, rise and fall of chest as you breathe. Now, no need to name any of it, but you can be completely aware of this experience wherever it is in space as it is. Do not try to add something new or remove anything from the space of experience. Your attention can stay fully in the perception. No splitting into observer and observed through words. Take a slow deep breath. Exhale a long one. Remain as the observer of everything. Take one last conscious breath, slow, deep. And exhale. When you're ready, open your eyes slowly. Now the silence which we are trying to find here, it is not empty. It's full of what is actually here. In fact, most of you, if you do it correctly for the first time, you will experience the world as it is. So try this in small pieces during your day and small activities for few minutes, and gradually you can extend this kind of awareness practice where you see that thinking is optional, language is a meta activity, it is not needed to do the actions. You need intentions to execute something, but thinking itself is not a compulsion. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.